Hey everyone, thanks for clicking on this video. This is a video where I'll be covering music that came out within the last 3 months or so that I wanted to review, but I didn't, because I'm a lazy butthole. First on the list is Architect's brand new album, All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us. This is an amazing follow-up to Lost Forever, Lost Together. A very politically charged and super heavy chugging guitar riffs can be found throughout the entire record. Memento Mori, the last song on the album, stands out among the rest of the songs on this record due to its length. It comes in at almost 9 minutes, and its epic ending that comes out of nowhere after like a few seconds of just a ticking clock, just wow, perfect. Alright, next up we have Beartooth's new album, Aggressive. I've only listened to this album once. That should probably say a lot about what I think about it. Bland lyrics, intro riffs and choruses that seem recycled from their last record, Disgusting. This was a very underwhelming record for me, and it seems like a lot of people. There are moments on this record where I can't really help but bob my head up and down, but that doesn't make up for the rest of it. The song that stands out is the closer, King of Anything, just because of its isolated dirty guitar melodies and Caleb Shomo's clean vocals. Next we have A Day to Remember's new single, Bad Vibrations. This song was surprisingly heavy, which I enjoy very much, and I really love the way Jeremy McKinnon's clean vocals blend in with the chorus. Also, the music video for the song is very trippy, which I like a lot. The only thing that could have been done to make the song a little bit better was just to add one more big chorus at the end, right after the heavy breakdown. I think that would have just tied it all together and made it such a perfect song. All in all, I cannot wait to hear what the new album has in store when it comes out. Next up is Every Time I Die, The Coin Has to Say. When I think of this band, this is the kind of song that I think of. Super angry, amazing southern sounding guitar, but heavy guitar riffs. And the amazing lyrics of vocalist Keith Buckley. His literary background in writing novels and even teaching a few English classes make almost every song that this band has put out to be almost poetic. Fantastic song, and makes me even more excited for the upcoming record, Low Teens. I think it comes out in September or something. Next we have Issue's new album, Headspace. This album surprised me because it is not as mainstream or radio rock sounding as I was expecting. I really loved their self-titled debut album as well as their EP, and I was very welcoming to the sound that the band themselves label as the Issues sound. It's a sound that is very unique in that it combines such diverse genres as hip-hop, hard rock, R&B, metalcore, and it even has some electronic elements thrown in there as well. But they made one decision on this album that I feel does not make it as good as their first one, and that is having Michael Bond, the vocalist that usually screams, take on some clean vocals. The reason I have a problem with this is because Tyler Carter is the clean vocalist. He's literally one of the most talented vocalists in the scene of music. Anyways, it's not a bad album, but not as good as their previous releases. Coma is the highlight on this record due to its super catchy chorus, and that I have not been able to get it out of my head for weeks. Next up is Let Live's If I'm the Devil. Let Live is one of my all-time favorite bands, and I was really looking forward to this record. When the first single, Good Morning America, came out, I know I did a review for it, but that was right after it came out, and like I said in my last video, I used to just upload the video right after the song came out. I didn't give my brain any time to think or comprehend or observe the song and pick out what I liked and didn't like about it. So I just said it was good, basically. But my opinion has changed a little bit. While having very strong lyrical content, it just wasn't all that I wanted in a Let Live song. And that is a common trait throughout this entire album. Strong lyrical content, but lacking in musical content. That isn't to say that the music is bad, because it isn't. Some of the riffs I actually really enjoy, such as the one in the song A Week Ago, which has a very surf rock vibe to it. Also, Jason Butler's the vocalist for this band. His performance is fantastic, like always. His cleans are bluesier than ever, and his screams, while not nearly as common on this record as in previous records, are still just as strong as they were on Fake History. Overall, though, I was really disappointed with this one. Maybe we should stop holding our standards so high for this band after they released Fake History, which in my opinion is a masterpiece, and I don't think they'll be able to top it. The title track, If I'm the Devil, is the strongest track on this album because it is led by Jason's passionate, clean, soulful vocals. Next up, we have Norma Jean's new single, 1 Million Watts. I got in this band fairly recently and have been jamming to their second record, Oh God, The Aftermath, almost constantly since. This song maintains the heaviness of their past records like Wrongdoers and Meridional, while also being able to sound like a song I could potentially hear on mainstream rock radio, which isn't a bad thing in this situation. Next up is Sum 41's new single, Fake My Own Death. One of my favorite bands from my childhood has made a triumphant return with this surprisingly heavy track. Also surprising is that this band is now signed to Hopeless Records, which is weird because they used to be signed to like a major record label. But anyways, this is a pretty good song. There really isn't that much to say about it since its riffs and overall structure are pretty simple and basic, but that can be a good thing sometimes, especially for a band like this. For the music video for the song is chaotic. I'll sum it up in one sentence. A giant version of Kim Kardashian's butt falling on someone, and Bernie Sanders punching Donald Trump in the face. Sounds interesting, right? Thrice, To Be Everywhere is to Be Nowhere. This record's actually my first experience with this band, and I was blown away. So many people on the internet were raving about this record, so I had to check it out, and I'm so glad that I did. I've not been this into a more mainstream rock album since Phobia was released by Breaking Benjamin back in 2006. Powerful choruses like the one on the opening track, Hurricane, and equally as powerful vocals from singer/guitarist Dustin Kinsrew, I think I pronounced that right, along with crushing bass and guitar tones make for a great rock record. The opening track, Hurricane, is the record's best song because of its strong melodic chorus. Next up is 21 Pilots' Heathens. I know this is an odd one out on the list. I mean, this band is basically a mainstream pop band by now, but screw off, I don't care. I love 21 Pilots. And this song has made that love even stronger. The dark atmosphere that the electronic music and eerie vocals from singer Tyler Joseph create are so engaging, and the lyrics can be interpreted in so many different ways that anyone can listen to this and just enjoy it. Next up is Vanna's new album, All Hell. Vanna is a seriously underrated post-hardcore/metalcore band. Their last full-length album, Void, was a very solid record. All Hell finds its greatness in its simplicity, though. There's nothing special about it, but it's great. The riffs and choruses are powerful and melodic when they need to be. The scream verses are nice and pissed off and fueled by vocalist Davey Muse's dark past. The song Flower is the true highlight of this record with its powerful chorus and acoustic minute-long outro. Lastly, we have 68's new song, which is actually a demo. It's called You'll Miss Us. Despite it being only a demo that the two-piece noise rock/punk band released way before their next album is finished, just so fans could sing along when they played it live, it sounds like something I could hear on one of their full lengths. And if you're as familiar with this band as I am, the opening riff on this song is exactly what you'd expect. It actually reminds me of the song Track 3 from their last record, In Humor and Sadness. The shouting, screaming, and barely singing from Josh Scoggin are back on this song as well. And I say barely singing because he really can't sing that well at all, but for this type of music, that's okay. In the end, this is a classic 68 song, and I honestly feel weird saying classic, since they only have one record out so far, but once you listen to it, you'll know what I mean. So that was my list of all the music that I missed, that rhymed, in the last 3 months or so. Sorry if you didn't see the new Blink-182 or Asking Alexandria record on this list. Those are just bands that I'm not into. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, you know what you can do. If you're on YouTube and you don't know what you can do if you like a video, why are you on YouTube?